Hello everyone, this is Kitty Cat, and I would like to introduce you to Templetown. You will notice all of the temples. That is why it is named Templetown. It started off as just this one temple over here, and you can tell just by looking at the outside that they've been changed a bit. Not too much, they still are very much the Minecraft desert temples. Changed out the wool for stones. So each temple has a stone that it holds sacred. We've got diamonds, we've got emeralds, there's gold, I know that's not a stone but close enough, and then there's lapis. Very pretty fountains. You notice the stone, the water's coming out of the stone, so all sacred and water flowing from it. The main reason that this town was built was so I could build a PvP arena for our server. And all the doors are currently open right now. We'll close the diamond door real quick. That's only for the people who win. There's lots and lots of redstone going through this place. So there's the gate doors. So whenever someone is having a PvP battle, whoever is up here monitoring it, officiating it, whatever you want to call that person, whenever both parties are ready, you flip the lever and the people can come out. Now to get into those areas, you have to come down through here. And you have your own prep station. And here you can make any last minute preparations you need to. You can do potions, you can craft something really quick, whatever you need to do. And then whenever you're ready, you want to make sure your health and food bar are full, and then you stand on the red wool and press the button, which drops you down into here. And now you've got nowhere to go except out into the arena. With the chest over here, you'll notice that with the diamonds shut, obviously you can't open it, and you can't get out. So whoever wins is the only one that gets to leave. And you get whatever's in the chest. Now, your officiator may get bored with whatever is going on and want to speed things up. So, I would like to point out the dispensers now. And you can make things more interesting. There's even been discussion about loading creeper eggs in there, just to make things really interesting. Now, you'll notice this other lever, and this is where all the redstone comes in, because we haven't really shown that much redstone intensive stuff yet. Whenever you are getting really bored and you want to spice things up, you flip the lever. Although it is kind of nice to warn people ahead of time. And lagging bad. There we go. So now it's full of water. And moving around through water, as we all know, is very, very slow. You can also do really fun things. Well, first, when you don't want the water there anymore, you flip the lever again. You hear all the pistons go off, and you get more lag. And the water is gone. Now, some fun things you can do, if you're planning ahead of time, is you can come through and set up something like this. Come on. My computer's normally not this laggy. Ah! Can't count. Still can't count. There we go. Right, so you've got this nice little diamond shape, and you can even come through here and build them up a little bit so that you've got walls-ish. We'll call that good. Now because it's all sand, it's going to drop whenever you pull the lever. But because you're blocking the way, things won't be able to make, the water won't be able to make source blocks. So you're going to have a situation like this, where all the water's pushing the people to the center. And once you get in here, it's going to be really hard to get out. But if you're not in there, if you're not trapped, then you've got cover, and you can go at someone with a bow and arrow. So, interesting things there. Now at this point I'm sure you're dying to know, if you may already know, the redstone's not that complicated. It's just there's a lot of it. Here's a cutout that I've built ahead of time. In case you're curious, the fountains are for something else. The smaller one's going to be central, the central one for a town that I'm going to build right out here. And the larger one I haven't decided with. That was just me messing around a little bit. But anyway, here's how it looks. And like I said, it's fairly simple once you see what's going on. It's just, there's a lot of it because you have to make rows all the way across the arena. But what you do is you need, once you power this, it powers that, powers this, which turns this off, which retracts everything. So everything is pretty much on by default. And you can set that either way you need it to go. I'm not really good at explaining redstone, but because the blocks are here, here, and here, they're powering, they're all getting power from that one torch. So once you just throw a torch in, and everything shuts off, and the sand retracts. Which, you'd have your water resting in here, going all the way around, and that will then allow it to flow out. Now, you can make this in a circle, or in a square. Square is honestly easier to build than a circle, because with the circle, or the oval rather, you have to take into consideration some of the going around. Oh hey, my lights came on! That was nice timing. I didn't realize it was getting that late. Yeah, my lights. I'll change it back and forth just in case you missed that, although I'm sure most people caught that. So we'll go back to day. And you hear the pistons, and the lights go out. Yay! I was so excited when I finished those last night. Turn it back on. Okay, so getting down into the redstone itself, so I'll go through it really quick. Getting down there is kind of tricky. There we go. Here's what it looks like right underneath the officiator's stand. Like I said, it looks more complicated than it is, and the reason that there's different stones is the different stones powering different things. Like the diamonds are heading towards the diamond door, the iron's heading to both iron doors. The sandstone is for the dispensers, and then the cracked stone is for the floor. So starting with the easiest, so I can say I covered everything. The diamond door goes down, and it goes that way, and then it goes back up, and it powers it. It's there's nothing complicated with that at all. The iron doors, if I can get out, and there it is. The iron doors wrap around. They start here, and then they go down. And that's what this line is here. I know it's not iron, but it's okay. This line going out this way is for the doors, and they're back this way. By the way, thank you very much to Mumbo Jumbo for pointing out this neat little trick with the half slabs. That was really awesome and very helpful, and I appreciate it a whole bunch. Because it makes it so much easier trying to route that. Then all the way down here, this is what I was talking about where you gotta be careful with the sand, the floor. There's a lot of repeaters, and it takes a lot of repeaters, so you really don't want to do this on a server that's already got a lot of lag to begin with. And the red wool was my initial outline for the arena itself. But one neat thing is you don't have to worry about routing things past here, because once you get to here, the current will carry it itself as far as it needs to go. Like this one doesn't even need to be here, that one doesn't need to be there. And that's what I was mentioning earlier about how a square one is much simpler, because you don't have to worry about getting it out this way. All you have to do is power that first row and it'll take the current all the way down by itself. It's like these just go. There's nothing I needed to do with those except hook it up to that part. But that's really it. If anyone wants a more detailed look at how that floor works, just let me know in the comments, and I'll devote a video to it. I'm not very good, but I'll try. And the floor lighting that I was showing you, oh, we don't want to go down there. Here we go. Here's how it works. It's really cramped in this one. We'll go to a different one. Here it is. It's just a block swapper. I got this design from Mumbo Jumbo. I'll link that particular video in my comments, or in my description, because it's super easy and it works beautifully. The only difference between mine and his is his was for a workbench, and there was a button here, and you'd press the button and it would swap it so that you could have your workbench in the floor, and you could have it hidden. But coming back through here, I'll show you how I got it to flick like that, because there's a solid current and it really needs a button. I set this up ahead of time, and I've got two going through, and then the way this works is this one gets powered, which pushes that into place. Then there's a delay on this one getting powered, which pushes it further into place. And I'm sure there's a much better way of doing this. I would love to hear any better ways, because this is a bit difficult to fix once it breaks, and it tends to break. So this is not perfect. They don't always flick properly, especially if you've got server lag. On a private server with no lag, you're fine. But if you're on a server, this isn't going to work perfectly, especially once you start getting people on there. Coming back here, you'll notice there's two lines. And with it, I've got a cat in my lap. Cat. One is reversed and one is not. So when it's when it's nighttime, they're not being powered. This is on. It switches to day. They get power. This one shuts off, and then they flip, and that provides that changing current that you need to get the blocks to switch. So, and then these connect out back here, and they're on the outside. And just for a nice aerial view, because I'm up here and I'm flying, here's what it looks like from above. I used World Edit quite a bit, so I did not build this block by block. I'm just gonna be straight up about that one. The arena was built block by block. World Edit would not help with that, except to dig it out some. That's the only thing I used World Edit for with the arena. Other than that, there was a lot of copying pasting, but this is my design. Didn't pull from anything that I can recall I pulled from. So that's it. And that's pretty much all that I've got to show you. I know in my last one I was trying to build an underwater base. That one is done, and I'll do that video later. I really wanted to show this off because I'm really proud of it. That was a lot of redstone. There was a lot of things coming from first principles, and because I don't like looking things up if I can figure it out myself. And I'm going to be doing something with that large fountain back there at some point. But the next build is going to be the market town for this. So we're going to set up a place where you can buy armor and weapons, and I'm also going to set up a snowball stall, because one of the big things that you would do during arena games or gladiator games is, if you didn't like what was going on, you'd throw things at them. So I'm going to set things up so you can throw snowballs at people. But that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this. Leave me comments. Let me know what I can improve on. I would really appreciate that. And have fun with whatever it is that you guys are doing. Bye.